Everyone has a story. Some are whispered in the quiet of night. Others echo across generations. But the best ones? They inspire, they challenge, they move us. Welcome to A Story to Tell, where history meets hope, where faith meets the real world, and where every tale points to something greater than ourselves. I'm your host, the storyteller, and in each episode, we uncover powerful, faith-filled stories of courage, redemption, purpose, and perseverance. Stories to steer your soul. Stories to share with your kids before bed. Stories you didn't know you needed until now. This isn't just another podcast. This is a story to tell. You know what the Bible says about the man in this story? You know that he was a cupbearer to the king of Persia, a man of integrity in a pagan palace, a man trusted with the king's very life. You know that one day news came from home that Jerusalem, the city of his fathers, was a broken shell of its former glory, that the wall was in ruins, the gates burned with fire. You know he wept and fasted and prayed. You know the man in this story asked the impossible, that a foreign king not only release him to return to Jerusalem, but also fund the expedition, supply the timber, provide royal letters for safe passage. And you know that the king said yes. But now, for the rest of this story. You see, this man didn't go back to build a monument. He went to build a people. He arrived in Jerusalem not with pomp, but with purpose. He inspected the walls by night when no one was watching, walking through the rubble that used to protect a nation. And when he finally spoke to the people, he didn't give them a plan, he gave them hope. He said, "You see the trouble we are in? Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem so we will no longer be in disgrace." And they said, "Let us rise up and build." But of course, the moment you decide to do something great, someone will decide to oppose it. Enter Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem, mocking, threatening, plotting. They laughed at the man and said, "What is this you are doing? Are you rebelling against the king?" But he knew whose mission he was on. He said, "The God of heaven will give us success. We, his servants, will start rebuilding." And build they did, with one hand on the brick and one hand on the sword, with the sound of the trumpet always ready in case of attack. They worked by families, by tribes, goldsmith next to merchants, priest next to perfumers. Everyone took their place on the wall. They built through threats, through exhaustion, through betrayal from within. When others said, "It's too much," he said, "Don't be afraid. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your families." And in just 52 days, not 52 weeks, not 52 months, in 52 days the wall was finished. Now the enemies, they weren't laughing anymore. They were afraid, because they knew what this man knew from the start, that this work had been done with the help of God. You see, Nehemiah didn't just rebuild a wall. He rebuilt a people's faith. He restored not only protection, but identity. And when it was done, he didn't build a throne, he built an altar. He didn't make a name for himself. He honored the name of God. So if the walls in your life feel like rubble, if the task before you seems impossible, take heart. The God who strengthened Nehemiah still strengthens his people today. Start with what you have. Start right where you are. And like Nehemiah, rise up and build. And now that you know the rest of this story, you have a story to tell.